And we're back. Today, guys, we are playing with Wight Box by the Basic Expert. It is a retro clone of OD&D with chainmail. Now, last session, we lost all of our characters to an unfortunate sleep spell. So we're going to start by rolling up some new ones, and then we're going to get down in the dungeon. We're going to learn how to map your own dungeon, fill it and populate it with treasure and monsters. Let's get started. Okay, we're going to speed up the rolls here just a little bit, but I'll give you some commentary so you can see how I decided to make every character. Here we had an excellent set of rolls until we got to Constitution, so we decided to put Serenia, the elf, as a magic user in the back. Next up we have Mateo, another magic user. Again, pretty solid stats until we got to Constitution with a 4. So I decided again, we needed to keep this person in the back away from danger, another magic user. Here we have Mert, the halfling fighter. I rolled so poorly on the gold that I couldn't afford to buy any armor. So we went with a halfling fighter, and since the dex is at a 12, that gives him a +1. With the halfling, that's another +3. And if he's in close range, another +1, up to a +5. That's pretty solid. And then next set, the 4th set, is Herod, the dwarf fighter. He had excellent constitution, so we went ahead and put him in plate mail with a shield up front. Last character here is Heston, the cleric. We needed a healer, and eventually Heston will be able to do that. He's wearing plate mail and a shield with his mace in the front. Okay, we have everybody rolled up. So we're just going to do some starting hit points real quick. We have Heston, our cleric. He will be one of our frontline guys. He has a d6 hit points today. Let's see, he has 4 hit points for this adventure today. All right. Our dwarf fighter, Herod, he actually has from his fighter, he gets a bonus of 1. From his constitution, which was very nice, he gets another bonus of 1. So minimum of 3 today. Okay, so we have 4 hit points for him, and he is also AC 2. All right, we have Serenia. Okay, here we go. This is a -1. Okay, 3 hit points. We have 2 frontliners, 2 in the middle. Our 2 magic users are going to be in the middle. Mateo is another one of our magic users. 5 hit points, -1, 4. And then in the back we have Mert, our halfling fighter, who will just be pewing. If he gets close enough, he can have a +5 to the roll. Let's see here. We have 5 hit points. Okay, so actually not too bad for our hit points. We could all still die with 1 hit. You know, that's just the way it goes. So our magic users, let's see, we have Hold Portal and Sleep for Mateo, so he's going to take Sleep. And then we have Light and Read Magic. I think we're going to go with Light because Serenia, she has plenty of torches. Let's go ahead and get started. We rolled up a random patron. We named him Merrick. He is an eccentric human spy who desires knowledge from an ally. So there's a nearby dungeon in town. We need to explore and clear out this dungeon before we can advance and explore the map and unlock the hexes. So we're going to get started with Dungeon Generation, Appendix A. The first thing we do is we roll a d6, and we see that it's the same start as the last time we tried this. Okay, so we have some stairs that lead down into a rectangle-shaped room. Each of these squares are 10 feet. Okay. And there are no corridors leading out of this space. Oh, wait, actually, this is the room that we had last time we tried this. Okay, so yeah, okay. So we have 5 doors. Now, I've been reading through Wight Box. Doesn't really say anything about being able to smash down doors, and I'd like to stick to as close to this book as I can because it's a very cool system. So if the door is stuck for that day, it's just stuck. We'll have to go to a new door and try something else. Okay, so Let's quickly check stuck doors. It says, doors are generally always stuck in the dungeon. If they are not already opened or damaged, they must be forced open with a roll of 1 or 2 on a d6 by the characters attempting to force them open. Doors will automatically open for monsters because this is the mythic underworld. Things don't make sense here. Once open, the doors will automatically close again and be forced open once more. A door will be spiked open if the party wishes to lock it to prevent this. This can fail on a roll of 5 or 6 on a d6. We did get a hammer and spikes. Let's see. I have Mateo's carrying it, but the other characters will be the ones hammering everything in probably. Okay, so our frontline guys, we have Herod in blue, and we have our cleric Heston in red. We're going to roll 2d6, and hopefully we get a 1 or a 2 to open up the first door here. We do. Okay, so Herod is able to put his shoulder into this first door, and let's see what's beyond the first door. So beyond the door, we roll a d12. We are looking for information from an ally. We're not going to hurt the ally, but we are going to get the information from him. If we have to, we can knock him out, knock him unconscious. We won't necessarily have to kill him, but we do need to find out whatever it is Merrick is looking for from his ally. That will be contained in a room with a monster and treasure, or a room with a sealed envelope, because as a solo gamer, I can't really seal an envelope and, open it up and be surprised by it, having somebody else in the campaign help me. So, all right, we're going to roll a d12. We have a 4 beyond the door. This tells us it's a passage 45 degrees ahead. Okay, so we're going to slant the passage this way. All right, and it's going to go for 30 feet. 1, 2, 3, okay. And then we're going to check, general periodic check once more. 16 tells us that we have a chamber. Okay, so automatically, just walking down this way, we had to fill in this space a little bit. Now, we did encumbrance, and I feel like I'm doing this wrong, but our heaviest dude is only carrying 700 encumbrance, which means that he can move 12 squares. I don't have... we're wearing plate and a shield. We don't have enough money for helmets yet. So we can move 12 squares. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So we've already had to mark on our torch 1 time as we first just mapped this room. And when we do, we have to make a random monster check. On a 6, we have a random monster. Oh, you know what? But yeah, okay, there's a random monster. Let's just stick with it. Okay, so as we're clearing out this first room, there is a random monster. So we go to page 42, I do believe, for random monster checks. Aha, here we go. We roll a d6. It's a 4, which tells us it's monster level 2 creature. So we're going to roll a d10 for that. It's a 1, so it is a group of hobgoblins. Hobgoblins, we're going to be able to take on 2 of these according to like the dungeon metric. So let's see, hobgoblins. Let's come over. Oh man, look at, I love the art on this. Okay, so we have, they do have treasure. Oh, their alignment is chaotic. Armor class 5. We have the morale rating of 9. They have 1 HD plus 1, each of them. Okay, so D6 plus 1. So we have a guy with 6 and one with 2. I'm keeping track of this over on the side. All right. Hobgoblins are more giant goblins. Hobgoblins are more giant goblins who fight with a +1 to morale checks. Hobgoblin kings and his 2 for, okay, so we're not dealing with the king. We're not outside. We just have 2 random monsters. Okay. Now, is there any chance they're actually possessing this treasure? I don't think so. I don't think random monsters actually have treasure. So I've been reading a lot of systems recently. Might be getting this confused, but we're gonna say right now, these random guys don't have anything. So are we surprised? Are they surprised? We will be green. We will be the green D6. They'll be the red ones. Neither group is surprised. Now we have to do encounter distance. Okay, they're pretty far away. Maybe as we're coming down the stairs, they're coming in from down here. We've got more than enough space away, actually. So, neither are surprised. What are they thinking? How are they feeling? Does my dwarf automatically attack hobgoblins on sight? Goblins and kobolds. I think we will attack these guys on sight because my dwarf is present. And they are just giant goblins. Okay, so maybe they're scared and they'll run away from us. 10, I think they are scared and they are going to run away because there's more of us than them. And their morale says they're at 9. Oh, but they have a +1. They fight with a +1 to morale checks. Is that already included in their morale? Let's look at the goblin. Nope, it's not. So we're going to say actually they're going to stand and fight with a 10 because according to this, they have a +1 in their morale check. So we're going to combat. They are going to go first. Charge attacks are possible with the spear or when mounted with the spear or lance. The target of the charge must be within 45 degrees of the attacker. After a charge move, those who charge can only move at normal speed. So we don't actually have any spears. Okay, so we cannot charge and neither can they. We all have swords. This says that you have to charge with a spear or mounted with a spear or lance. So we don't have the charge weapon. We'll look into getting some later because that's actually really cool. So according to initiative, they're going to go first. They're going to move up to our guys first. That means that our ranged attacks cannot go off without a chance of firing into melee. So that's actually not really great for us. Okay, so we've got a couple attacks coming our way. We've got 2 attacks. All attacks are randomly determined. So we'll say 1, 2, 3 is going to be against Herod the fighter, and 4, 5, 6 is against Heston the cleric. All right, we have our fighter, 2 attacks against our fighter. We have an attack of 16. Now, to see if that is a hit, we need to look at the monster attack matrix, which is located on page 77. All right. We have a 16 to hit against plate. It's a sword against plate. So we do need to check the weapon class. And that, see, it's a little noodly, but once we learn, once we know what's what, we won't have to do this every time. So weapons versus AC is 48 on page 48 and 49. So it is a hit unless the sword against plate gets a negative modifier. Plate and shield. If the target is prone. Okay, so it has a -4 to the roll. So neither of these 2 are going to hit our guy. That's really good for us. I don't think we're going to be doing any ranged. I don't think so. That's just a bad idea for us. So we're just going to do it's melee on melee. And we've got our blue fighter and our red cleric. These are going to be randomly determined if they hit. Let's see what happens. We have a sword and a mace. Okay, we have a 19 and a 16. So a sword is a 19. Okay, where's my sword? Okay, against chainmail, AC 5, is a -1. So I have a hit. We have our first successful hit, and there's a +1 to it anyway, so that's cool. Now, a 16 with a mace versus chainmail is at a -1. That is a 15. So, is a 15 a hit against AC 5? A 15 is a hit against AC 5 because it hits AC 4. So, we have 2 hits. They will be randomly determined. They will be randomly determined. That's how we're going to do this. And I think we can just roll the damage too. So we have a D8 for the D6s. So first, the first guy is 1, 2, 3. The second guy with almost only 2 hit points is 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we have 1 hit against both. Let's roll the damage. All right, so we have 1 hit point taken away from little man. They're both down to 1 hit point. They're both down to 1 hit point. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, so that's, a little unfortunate. Nobody went down. We're going to hold off on our spell for a little bit. And then it goes to the top of the round. They're going to go first again. They're going to swing their attacks. We have misses all around because they're up against plate armor. So it doesn't matter who they were attacking. Then it's going to be our turn. We have misses as well. Going to the top of the round. Hey, we get to go first this time. All right. We have a hit against the smaller guy. And we're going to do 1 point of damage is enough to kill him. We drop 1 hobgoblin. Okay. And then it's their turn. There's only 1 left. Ooh, the 14. Is a 14 enough to hit me? Oh, that's a good question. That is a very good question. Is a 14 enough to hit AC? It's not enough. Ooh, my frontline guys are beefy with that plate armor. All right, my guys are going to take their shot and roll the damage at the same time. We have a -1. Is a 14 enough to hit AC 5? It is. We have 1 hit. He has 1 hit point left. We eliminate 2 hobgoblins. Now, 2 hobgoblins down. We will look up later whether or not they have any personal loot on them. But until then, we're going to keep going on our journey. Okay, so we make another check here. Randomly determined. We've got a 7 on our periodic check. Oh, come on. All right, the periodic check is here. A 7 tells us that it continues straight. Check again in 60 feet. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Okay, we have a very long tunnel. We check again. Oh, that was 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we have another random monster check at the end of the hallway. We're good on that. All right. Don't forget to mark off your torch. Okay, so checking out this room and then moving down this corridor has already burned off a lot of our torch, but a 4 on this check says stairs. Okay, so we have, oh, drop my pencil. We have stairs, so we're gonna check the stair table. Stairs tell us that it's table 410. That's over here. We roll the d20 and it goes down to a dead end. 1 in 6 chance of a collapsing chute that takes us straight to level 2. No. Okay, so we do have a dead end that goes, yeah, it's just a dead end. Stairs don't go anywhere. Okay, we're gonna double back now and we're gonna check this next door. We barely get it open. We barely get it open. Okay, we smack this one open. What's on the other side of the door? Beyond the door. We roll a d12. 9. 9 gives us a room. Okay, we have a room. What does the room look like? Right over here, we're gonna roll a d12 for that. It is a 10 by 10 room. All right, little guy. Now, are there any ways out of this room? To determine that, I know there's a table for it. There is room exit. Oh, it's not a table, it's up here. Okay, so a d6 minus 2. There are 2 ways out. So, yep, here we go. Okay, exit location. We roll a d12. The first one is located on the left wall. That would be here, and it's going to be a door. And where does the exit location head out? It goes straight ahead. Okay. All right, cool. And then the second, 9, tells us on the right wall. So it's actually going to lead right here. It's a door. And which direction does it go? 5 tells us it goes straight ahead. So what it does is it just leads right here to a secret door. I like that. Now, we don't know what's in here yet, but we're going to find out. So we know that there is a hallway going this way. We got into this room. What is inside this room? So we have room 1.1 and 1.2. This is now room 1.3. Okay, 1.2. Let's see, what do we have in here? I hope it's treasure. I would love to just find some random treasure to level up my boys. Let's see. Oh, we roll a d20. 9 gives us an empty little room. So 1.2, empty. Let's see if we can get into 1.3. We can. And what's inside? 15, a monster and treasure in a hidden little room that there was a good chance that we couldn't even get into or out of. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna go to page 40. I love it. I don't care. We're gonna go. There's almost no room to hide. So we're in a 20-foot like rectangle. There's no room to hide. So we're just right up against each other here. Is anybody surprised? We're green, they're red. Let's see. We're green, they're red. We're surprised, they're not. This happened last time we had a monster and treasure and things got really, really bad. Okay, so we're on page 40. Oh, but actually let's first see what level monster is it? Oh no! We're repeating history. It's a monster level 4. That gives us a D10 roll. 7 tells us that lycanthropes is probably how you say that. Lycanthropes. Now, what lycanthrope is it? Let's read. Lycanthropes are humanoids who transform into 4 different monsters, as listed below. Only silver or magical weapons can harm these monsters. Packs of lycanthrope are 2 to 4. Groups of 5 to 8 are family packs, okay? This will be just one monster by itself. Let's see. 9, 10, okay, victim damage, okay. Well, it doesn't tell us which one it could be. We have were-bear, we have were-boar, were-tiger, were-wolf. There's no were-rats? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, roll a d4 and find out what do we have. It is a 4. It's a werewolf. All by himself, we have ourselves a werewolf. Now, we can't hurt this guy. Oh, you know what we do have though? I bought this. We have wolfsbane. We have Wolfsbane. That is used to terrify and kill werewolves. Oh yes, we bought Wolfsbane. That's why we do it. We also bought Belladonna. I don't know what Belladonna is, but I know Wolfsbane is to scare away the lycanthropes. So let's see what happens on how it's feeling. Okay, let's see how he feels about us. Oh, he is super hostile to us. He is very, very hostile. Okay, so it is going to come at us. It is a mean thing. It is a terrifying thing, and it is going to make its attack against us. Oh wait, but that's... No. Okay, that's this. Doesn't matter, we have Wolfsbane. We can scare it away. We just have to survive one attack. It's gonna get a surprise, and then we can't prepare sleep because this creature is going to have more hit die than that. It has a 4 hit die. Oh, let's roll his hit die. Let's do that. 7 plus 4 is 11. 12 hit points. Okay. 12. All right. Now, it is going to get a surprise round on us. It is very hostile to us. And so it is going to make its attack. Of course it's going to hit. That's, that's just what happens. Okay, so what we have is a 4 hit die creature. We have a 3 to 4 or 4 to 6. What's the difference? I don't know how to determine which one. Okay, so we have 3 to 4 here. I like this number better. 3 to 4. And we rolled a 19. Well, everything on this chart says it's going to hit. That's bad. Yeah. I mean, that's going to do it, right? According to his chart. Oh, man. That's a mean dude right there. But that's okay. That's okay. Somebody's going to pass. Somebody's going to pass away. And then we get to hit it with our Wolfsbane, which we came prepared with. Let's roll the damage, and what we're gonna say is 1, 2, 3 is our fighter. Okay, it's a fighter. All right, this is against our dear friend Herod. He has 4 hit points. Let's see if he can survive this. Oh, Herod gets leapt upon by this werewolf, and he starts to shred and rip. Now, let's check our sleep spell real quick. It might go up to level to 4 hit die. If not, we're just going to hit it with the Wolfsbane anyway. But it's always nice to have a backup plan. So let's look at the spell descriptions. I know this is a little slow, guys, but this is how you learn. You gotta play through the stuff. You gotta make mistakes, figure it out along the way. I know there are spells around here. Here we go. The sleep spell. The sleep spell has a variable effect based upon the level of the creature targeted. It can affect up to 1d10 first level creatures, 2d6 second level, 1d6 third level, and only 1 fourth level creature. The number of creatures affected correspond to the dice rolled. If the number of creatures in the affected group exceeds the number rolled, randomly determine which among them succumbs to the sleep spell. Okay, so we are going to prepare the sleep spell, and we're also... Oh, goodbye, Herod. You were a really cool guy, man. I'm sorry that you didn't make it much further. We're going to prepare the sleep spell, and we are going to also slap some belladonna on this creature. So we're going to try to hit him with some belladonna, and we are going to cast sleep. We are going to fire into melee. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to hurt my friend. Okay, so start with initiative. If we can go first, this would be great. We do. Our sleep spell will go off. Yeah, our sleep spell goes off before the melee attack with the dagger. So we cast sleep on him. We We gut him. We do whatever we can to stop this dude. We got a werewolf. And maybe the secret information was, who is the werewolf? Like, maybe we're going all the way back to 3 Hearts, 3 Lions, and we're up against the dilemma of who's the identity? Like, who's hiding? That's the secret that we've been trying to uncover this entire time. This is why Merrick sent us down in the first place. Sadly, the ally is a werewolf. Oh, so good. We lost one guy, but we do get to look at treasure table C, or we can use number, on page 40, there's a treasure chart. But I think we're gonna look at treasure table C just because I want to know what's on it and like what does that mean exactly. So treasure table C, we have a 20% chance. Oh, I mean, like, there's just like a really good chance that there's no treasure at all. And if that's the case, we are gonna take whatever this preset number would be, which would be over here. Whichever number is higher, that's what we're gonna take. Because I'm not going through like this is a solo play. We need to have like some kind of action happening, and the only way to do that is if the game keeps progressing. So we have a 20% chance of copper. We do not have any copper. We have a 30% chance of silver. We have no silver. There is no chance for gold. We have a 25% chance. Hey, we do have gems. Okay, we have 1d4 gems. 1 gem, okay? And then there's a 10% chance of any 2 magic items. No. Okay, so there is a chance for this gem to be like amazing. Oh, actually we roll for both gems and jewelry. We have gem and jewelry. The first one was gems. How much jewelry? 1 jewelry, okay. So let's see, roll a d100. 97 for the gem. It is worth 1,000 gold pieces. Once the base value is determined, roll a d6 for each individual gem or for groups of 5 to 10 gems to decide if it's of higher tier value. A roll of 1 on a d6 indicates the gem is of the next tier value. Okay, let's roll. Hopefully we get a 1 here. That'd be cool. It's not. Okay, now we go to the jewelry. What is the value? D100. A 1. It's a 10. We have 1,010. All right, guys, not so bad. We have 4 survivors, each getting about 250 gold. That's pretty good. Okay, that's not bad for our first adventure. We got into this tight little space right here, but I think we'll come back soon and we will continue to explore. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, hit like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.